In all languages, the verb to be is a linking verb. That just means that it joins together two items that are equal. Think of it like an equal sign in math class. Here's what I mean. Let's look at this simple math problem. 2 plus 2 equals 4. I can read that equation in two simple ways. One, as I just did, 2 plus 2 equals 4. And another way to say it is 2 plus 2 is 4. Now look at a simple sentence. Mrs. Johnson is the teacher. We can think of this statement in these ways. Mrs. Johnson is equal to the teacher, and the teacher equals Mrs. Johnson. In Latin, when two things are of equal value, like Mrs. Johnson and the teacher, we must write them with the same inflection. In the sentence, Mrs. Johnson is the teacher, because Mrs. Johnson comes in front of the verb, it is the subject. And because teacher is the same as Mrs. Johnson, it must also be written like a subject. In English, we refer to the noun that comes after to be as the predicate nominative. Predicate is just a fancy way to refer to the verb, and nominative is a Latin way of saying subject. So a predicate nominative is a subject after the verb. Now try to read these simple Latin sentences, all of which contain a subject and a predicate nominative. After translating each sentence, tell me which word is subject and which is the predicate nominative. I will read the sentences for you. If there is some vocabulary you don't know, you can find it on the vocabulary list, which is attached to this page. Sentence 1. Puella amica est. Sentence number 2. Femina regina est. Sentence number 3. Magistra sum. Sentence number 4. Iulius Dominus est. Sentence number 5. Maximus servus est. And sentence number 6. Cornelius amicus est. When you have finished translating these sentences, please check your answers with me so that we can make sure you are correct and build your confidence at reading Latin. Now let's move on and look at the rest of the lesson. Often in a sentence that uses to be as a verb, there is an adjective that comes after the verb. Because that adjective comes after to be, it is the same as the subject. For example, the girl is beautiful. We can understand this sentence in two ways. The first way is that the girl is equal to beautiful, and the second way is that beautiful is equal to the girl. Remember, in Latin, when two items are equal, they must be written with the same type of inflection. Here is what that same sentence will look like in Latin. Puella est pulchra. Notice that both puella and pulchra have a as the inflection, which is a subject ending. The order of that sentence, puella est pulchra, is the same order that we would use in English, the girl is beautiful. But if a Roman were writing that sentence, he would write it like this: Puella pulchra est. That's a little bit different, but it means the same thing. The girl is beautiful. Now let's look at the next 11 sentences in our lesson and see if you can attempt to translate them. If there are vocabulary words that you do not know, you will find them on the vocabulary list that is attached to this page. I will read the sentences for you. Sentence number 1. Via longa est. Remember that they are using the same word order that a Roman would use. In order for you to translate the sentence effectively into English, you might have to change the order that you use the words in English. Sentence number 2. Regina bona est. Sentence number 3. Dominus malus est. Sentence number 4. Irata sum. Sentence number 5. Defessus discipulus est. Sentence number 6. Equus magnus est. Sentence number 7. Puella misera sum. Sentence number 8. Iulius bonus dominus est. Sentence number 9. Ludica regina bona est. Sentence number 10. Cibus deliciosus est. And sentence number 11. Casa parva est. When you have finished translating these sentences into English, check them with me so that we can make sure that you are correct and build your confidence as you continue to learn how to read Latin.